Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your midweek cruise news update. And Celebrity Cruises is rumored to be reversing an unpopular change they made last year. And I thought I'd weigh in on this Ben and David controversy now that MSC Cruises has responded back to them. And quite honestly, it's even worse. So cruise story number one, and it's nice to hear a cruise line listening to their passengers for a change. So what happened is Celebrity Cruises, middle of last year, decided to get rid of dedicated butlers for their Sky Suites. And those are their entry-level suites. And they went to what was called a retreat team. And many people said it's just not the same level of service. There's been a lot of feedback on this. So what we're hearing, the rumor is, on the Ascent, the Beyond, the Edge, and other ships, that these dedicated butlers are coming back for the Sky Suites. And the butlers are telling the passengers it should be rolled out by middle of this year. How refreshing to see a cruise line listening to their passengers, making the necessary changes in order to provide a level of service that they've come to expect, especially in 2024. Do you ever get a Sky Suite on Celebrity Cruises? And did you miss having a dedicated butler? So cruise story number two, and now that MSC Cruises has responded, I want to talk about this Ben and David controversy. And could this happen to you? So if you're not aware, Ben and David were on the MSC World Europea in the Yacht Club. Day 4, everything's going good, and they're in a major port, they're told you can't record anymore. Ben asked, can we record even with our cell phone? Personal photos. No, you can't. Come on. So they reached out to MSC Cruises. They actually went home because they were on a business trip for this cruise. It had nothing, they weren't on a pleasure cruise. MSC Cruises responded back, apologized, offered them a partial refund, and they also said they looked into it and there was a passenger that was in the yacht club that could absolutely not be shown on social media. Then why are you on a cruise ship with 6,000 passengers and 3,000 crew? You can't tell people they can't record with their phones. And they tried to explain because, it's a little bit of a elevated experience in the yacht club. Now the kicker in all this, if you go to MSC Cruises' Instagram page, there's a video, their first video, was posted 4 days ago, of them walking down the steps and showing all these people's faces. Wait a second. I thought the yacht club was supposed to be an elevated experience. You shouldn't do that. See, in my opinion, Ben and David were targeted. Maybe somebody said something. These managers went to their webpage, saw that they had talked about MSC Cruises in the past, and knee-jerked and went in the other direction. Instead of sitting down, having an adult conversation with two individuals and saying, how can we work through this? But this is MSC Cruises. Everyone says, when it's going good, it's good. But at the slight little thing that there's something wrong, they don't know how to react. Now, could this happen to you? Imagine you're on your cruise. You're wanting to take some video and pictures, and they go, no, I'm so sorry, you're in the yacht club, you can't. But wait a second, it's on your Instagram page. Yeah, but that doesn't apply. The rules don't apply to us, they apply to you. I don't know about that one. What do you guys think about this? Now, we have a cruise booked on the World America, almost in the same cabin as Ben and David. Same area, everything, in the yacht club. And I've already reached out to them. And I asked them, would this be an issue for me to record? Because what you don't know, and Ben and David updated, most of their footage from the first day and the second day, a lot of it was recorded by that Pocket 3. Small. It's smaller than your iPhone. Is that going to be an issue? Love to hear what you guys think. Have you been in the MSC Yacht Club? Did you enjoy it? Would this turn you off going to MSC Cruises in the future? So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video and also consider subscribing, as we have the goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by the time we go to Alaska at the end of August. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. So cruise story number 3, do you use a passport when you cruise, even on closed-loop sailings to the Caribbean and Mexico? And could cruise lines start requiring this of you? So Norwegian Cruise Line reached out to their passengers and their travel advisors, urging people when traveling to Mexico to get a passport. Apparently there's been a couple incidences lately that people have missed the ship, could not get back to the United States without a lot of work, or get to the next cruise port that they were stopping at. Could the cruise line say, hey, we're going to start requiring this? What do you think? And do you travel with a passport or your birth certificate? Let me know in the comments. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support. And until I talk to you next week, happy cruising.